Let's say I want to use this picture. So I'm going to click on this picture, and it comes up to a much bigger picture. That's all it is. You can tell it's a picture because it says JPEG, JPEG. That's the file format to tell you whether it's a picture or not. Okay, so you scroll down, and it says it's from Wikimedia Commons. That makes me happy, but that's not all we have to look at. Makes me happy, which means I'm on the right track. So here's the description. That's fine. I keep scrolling down. Licensing. That's what I want to look at. I want to see what the license is for the picture. And this one says the image is in the public domain because it contains materials that originally came from the Agricultural Research Service. Public domain. That means that we can use it however we like to. Excellent, that's good to know. There are some other Wikipedia pictures that when you scroll down though, let's say we just clicked and we wanted this picture of a lake. Wikimedia Commons, that's good. But this one, licensing, it doesn't say public domain. It says, I am a copyright holder of this work. Don't stop reading there. It says new free document license. Well, that doesn't mean it's free. Keep reading. See, this is where reading is really important at this school. This file is licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike 3.0 unported license. Wow, that's pretty fancy. But look, it tells us what we can do with it. It says we're free to share it, which means to copy, distribute, which means send out and transmit the work. We're free to remix it. We can change the picture if we need to. So if we only needed to use like a little piece of it, or if we needed to change the color of it, or if we wanted to put a big giant dog out in the middle of the lake, we could totally do that. Okay? But if we do that, we have to show attribution, and that's one of the words we've been learning, right? To attribute it to in the manner specified by the author or licensor. So we've got to say who it comes from. And if we alter it or transform it, we can go ahead and distribute it only under the same similar license like this one. So what we're going to do is we will figure out how to attribute it. Do I just drop the link in there? No. That doesn't attribute it. That tells us where we got it. But what we need to do is this piece right here tells us where this came from. So we can copy this all, and when we use it, we can drop into a text edit. Here's another one that's already been used. And drop in there, and paste it down there, and we can then use this as we've attributed it. This is the author, it's right there. So, good to go. Let's look at another picture. Say we're using the Junghua Dam picture. We'll scroll down. Wikimedia Commons, that makes me feel good again. I'm like, okay, I'm on the right track. Here's the information, but we got to check the licensing. Now this is different. This doesn't have that GNU thing, but it still tells us, because we can read, how we're able to share it, remix it. So again, we copy, and we can then open up our text editor, wherever we're saving it, and when we drop it in, this is what it looks like. And this is who the author is, so we are attributing it. And this is the permission that the author has given us. The date it was taken, and then where it's from. By the way, you don't have to, it might be a good idea, but if you're trying to save a little bit of space, you can go ahead and delete that that's in Chinese. I hope this really helps, guys. That's how you can tell whether it's free or not. Remember that if it's public domain, good to go, use it. It is a good idea, if it's in public domain, to still use this link just as is, but you don't have to. If you are using one that has a particular license, like this, read carefully, and then you copy and paste that particular piece of it. If you have further questions, go ahead and ask me, but this will cover a lot of it for you. I hope it helps.